Remember, though, it was 1 week ago. We were finally feeling that relief from that historic heat wave. Now Multnomah County is evaluating how it handled those red-hot days. Sadly, the heat wave is now blamed for 107 deaths across the state, 67 of those in Multnomah County.
Now they want to review their plan in case anything like this happens again. We have team coverage for you tonight. Meteorologist Ann Campolongo is here tracking our forecast as we get closer to the 90-degree temps this weekend. We're
going to begin, though, with Fox 12's Drew Marine. She spoke with Meals on Wheels about their outreach plan and what they want to see from Multnomah County in the future. Drew?
Yeah, the Meals on Wheels CEO tells me they had 2,500 volunteers knocking on doors or making phone calls last week to thousands of seniors around the region. If there is a next heat wave, they say the county needs to add more cooling centers. The historic heat wave we saw last week is responsible for close to 70 suspected hyperthermia deaths. Multnomah County says the victims' ages range from 44 to 97, with an average age of 68. An age group officials say were some of the most vulnerable in the triple-digit heat.
As we all age, our ability to regulate temperature, our body temperature changes, and it's more challenging the older we are. And so we really want to make sure when the temperature is anywhere 90 and up that we are checking on people, much less 115.
Multnomah County had 3 cooling centers along with 9 other cooling spaces so people could take a break from the heat. And they say they directly contacted tens of thousands of seniors. Local nonprofits were also doing outreach to the elderly to make sure they were safe and prepared. Meals on Wheels CEO Suzanne Washington says staff and volunteers were contacting seniors before the record-breaking heat and collected fans for them too.
We also did wellness check calls and friendly chat calls, again, checking on people, making sure they were okay. Were they drinking water? Was there anything else they needed? Making sure they understood there was cooling centers they could get to and how to find out the closest one near them.
But what happens if there's another heat wave? Multnomah County says they're going to do an after-action report, but they say they have to learn more about the victims from this heat wave before they can update their procedures. Washington says Meals on Wheels needs more volunteers to start outreach sooner, but she says the county should have had more cooling centers.
More cooling centers with easier access is always better. Transportation for those who don't have transportation needs to be accessible as well.
Washington says they're in need of hundreds of volunteers. She says the more volunteers they have to talk with the elderly, the better, especially during extreme weather events. Live in Southwest Portland, Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.